things that matter. Jason, I'm going to send things back over to you.
Jimmy from Southie. Love it. Go get a haircut. That's awesome. Thank you, Casey. Well, the Persian New Year, otherwise known as Nowruz, begins tomorrow. And joining us to talk more about it is Sara Arjmand, CEO of Formula Marketing. Sara June, Sobh khair. Eid Mubarak.
Wow, Jason, that's so impressive. Sobh khair, Eid Mubarak.
Yeah, my wife makes
yes.
my wife makes sure I know what's going on when it comes to all of that.
I know,
stuff.
your wife is very, you do very well.
Thank
very
you.
well. She's
Tell
a
us
sweetheart
about
as well.
the significance of Nowruz among the community.
Absolutely. So Nowruz, the word Nowruz literally translates to no, meaning new, Ruz meaning day. So Nowruz means a new day. Nowruz happens every year around March 21st. It is the first day of spring. That is when the sunlight hits both north and the south hemisphere equally. So that happens at a certain time. And what happens, so Persians actually get up at that exact time to celebrate New Year's. So it could be, 4 in the morning, or it could be midnight, it could be at any time, and they celebrate exactly on that time.
And there are many traditions that go along with this. I know on Wednesday night, people around Mission Bay and the beaches and the fire pits might have seen people jumping over fire, wondering what in the world is going on.
Absolutely, that's true. That is when you get rid of bad omen. It's the Wednesday before New Year's that you go and jump over the fire, and that's why you start your year with a great fire and get rid of all the bad omens there is. And so the Persian New Year is supposed to be this Saturday, and I haven't looked at the time yet, so what time it will be. But it is. Did you know it's the oldest holiday in the world? Because I guess the Persian Empire was the oldest empire. So the holiday is 3,000 years old.
Wow. Do you have your Hafseen set up yet?
I do. I do.
You can explain to people what a Hafseen is.
Absolutely. Thanks, Jason. So Hafseen is, Persians are very poetic, and I think that's where it comes from. It's very symbolic of everything. So Hafseen literally translates to 7 S's, and everything on the table starts with an S, the letter S. So first one is garlic, which is seer in Persian, in Farsi, which is symbolic of health and medicine. The second one is vinegar, which is serke, and is a symbolic of patience. The third one is sib, apple, which is the symbolic of beauty. And number 4 is, which is the most important one, is sabze, which is the sprouts. It's a rebirth and growth. Number 5 is samanu, which is a sweet pudding. It's a Persian traditional pudding. The 6th one, it's a Persian olives. It's senje, which is symbolic of love. And then the 7th one is samak, which is a symbolic of sunrise.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, and then there's others as well. There's sombol, which is a hyanis. It's a plant that smells really nice, and it's very fragrant at night. There is the goldfish, which is a symbolic of progress. And there is the mirror, which is a symbolic of self-reflection. And then there's eggs, colored eggs, which is symbol of enlightenment, fertility. And there's seke, which is coin, and prosperity and wealth.
Talk about the tradition of gift giving.
Yeah, so Nowruz lasts for 12 days, literally 13. But on the 13th day of Nowruz, for 12 days, everything is closed. So the schools are closed and the families get to hang out and, get together. So one thing we forgot on a Hafseen table is the holy book, the Quran, and then the poetic book of whatever poetry that they celebrate. So inside the book, there's always money in there. So money is a part of, and it has to always be brand new money. It has to be brand new bills. And, parents give their kids, and whoever comes over, they get a brand new bill. And it could be from 20 to 100, or it could be a simple dollar bill.
That was always my wife's favorite part when she was a little girl.
I know, right? little kids love it.
Yeah.
So on the 13th day of New Year's is when they go out, and they believe number 13 is bad omen. So everybody goes on a big picnic and they sit down and celebrate the end of the new year.
Awesome. All right, Sara, thanks for joining us. You've given us so much information. Mark, what time is the equinox specifically? To what
2:37.
2:37 Nowruz starts.
That's Pacific Daylight Time.
Yeah, our time, 2:37 a.m. That's when Nowruz will start, I guess.
Wow, I
Just
guess
so you
that's
know.
when I will be celebrating.
Okay. All right, Sarah, thanks for joining us.
Thank
Always
you.
great talking to you.
Thank you. You too.
Eid Mubarak.
Bye-bye.
All right, the Chula Vista Police Department is making more technological